Hey guys, Mike here with We Are the Retro Gamers. Pretty sure the footage is going to be a little shaky, and I'm sorry for that. Um, what we're doing is we are actually doing a game hunt video, and we are actually heading up to Carl's house. If you checked out our Facebook page, you see that he's picked up a couple of cool games. He's got NBA Hang Time and Mega Man X. I was really excited when I saw he had Mega Man X. I was like, oh, I'm like, I gotta check this place out, man. Where'd you go? And he told me it was a pawn shop up in where he's from, up in Lehigh. So we're going to check it out. Maybe check out a couple other stores. Who knows? But we're going to film our adventures, uh, and we're going to check it out. All right. So finally met up with Carl.
What's up?
So we are driving to the. Where is it, Carl?
Capital Pawn and Lehigh Acres.
So we're going up there to check out the games that Carl picked up, and we're actually going to talk about Carl's games, and we're going to see what games I could pick up, and maybe Carl might pick up a couple. What do you think?
Might.
So we're on our way to the pawn shop right now, and we're in Carl's truck, so I am no longer driving. All right, so we're pulling out of the pawn shop. It was a bust, but
I
you know,
got a good game already.
yeah, Carl had already picked up the only good game, and we're actually gonna go. We're gonna stop at his house, and we're gonna shoot there today. First, we're just gonna grab some lunch, and we're gonna talk about the games that he picked up. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. Hey there, guys. Mike here.
Carl.
And today we are actually reshooting the video. You see the scene of me driving in the car to Carl's house and then us going to the pawn shop and back. We were actually supposed to be back at Carl's house, which we were. We recorded it like we should. The problem was, for some reason, the mic didn't pick up the audio. So we're reshooting back here in the studio. So, like we said, it was a bust at the pawn shop. I couldn't find anything. Carl already got the good games out of it. If you check our Facebook page out, you'll see the post where he talks about him picking it up and where at. But without further ado, Carl's going to talk about his awesome pickups.
Yeah, I got a couple of games when I was there. I got Mega Man X for $10. I got NBA Hang Time for $5. Like, when a game's $5, why not? I mean, It was a game that I played as a kid, but $5, why not? Like, might as well just add it to the collection, play it for the retro aspect of it. And yeah, those were my two finds, and I felt those were pretty good because Mega Man X, I was seeing it online for like 30, 40 on eBay. So
yeah, I remember because we were also talking about that price charting website also, and we saw it was like, I want to say like 35, 40 bucks.
So Mega Man X, I don't necessarily remember playing it as a kid. I think I did, maybe a couple times over at a friend's house or something, but I never played it regularly. But I played it a few days ago, and it's a good game for an arcade style game. Takes you through different levels, different bosses. I enjoy it. It's definitely worth $10 in my opinion. The NBA Hang Time, it's not too involved of a game. It's basically 2-on-2 basketball. It uses the NBA sports teams. I always play as the Pacers because that's one of my favorite teams since I'm from Indiana. So I like to play as the Pacers. It's got some of the 90s basketball players on it, like Rick Smits, Reggie Miller, Shaquille O'Neal with the Orlando Magic. It's that far back, and it's kind of got that retro feel to it because I remember playing those games as a kid. I remember watching a lot of basketball as a kid. So even $5 just for the memories of childhood, that's worth it right there in my opinion. But it's a fun game. It's one that you can kind of just sit down at 20, 30 minutes, play some basketball.
Right.
And
it's one of those games you don't realize the time passed.
Yeah.
Like, what was that post that you showed? And it's like, oh, it's only 10 a.m. I could get a couple more games in. And then it's a close-up of his face, and he's like, it's 4 a.m.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you, man. For $5, why not? Spend the $5, enjoy some memories of your childhood. That's like, I spent more than $5 just to remember childhood memories. But yeah, no, I get that. But, so you never played Mega Man X, but you played NBA anytime?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, I think I played Mega Man X over at a friend's house. Because I always had, friends that had, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. All I ever really had was the Super Nintendo. But I used to have friends who had all the other game systems, and I played over at their house. So.
See, we didn't have Super Nintendo either. My experience with the Super Nintendo was going over to a friend's house and playing it. We had the Genesis, we had PlayStation. I never played Dreamcast as a kid. Never played it until as I became an adult and I bought it. But and I like the Dreamcast because it has the Sega arcade games, like House of the Dead. They have Typing of the Dead, which I played it once and I was like, this is alright. But at the time, you gotta think it was pretty amazing. But it was like an adult version of a leapfrog game if you think about it.
Right. That's like Paperboy. I like Paperboy on Super Nintendo. It's so basic.
I never played it on Super Nintendo. I remember it on Nintendo, but I don't remember it on Super Nintendo.
So basic. Just riding a bike, throwing newspapers. Gotta make sure you don't go through the window. Get it.
My favorite is the bonus stage.
Yeah, the bonus stage.
Yeah, that's awesome.
On Super Nintendo, you can throw the newspaper at the woman who's sunbathing and hit the hose and it sprays her with water and she gets all pissed. Those kind of things are funny in games like that. They're not very complex, but they you just keep on play it, and there are so few games that are like that today.
All right. Well, that was our little game hunt video. We'll be sure to make sure the audio is working next time, so we don't have to do another recap. But we couldn't film inside the store because it was a public place, or it's private business. I don't even know what they're considered. Other than this, you can't film inside of there.
And we're not trying to pawn the camera.
Yeah, exactly. We're not trying to pawn the camera because they're like, "Oh, you're trying to sell that?" No, get away from that. But we definitely want to take the trip up to Lakeland. Go to the Retro Game Store inside of Lakeland Mall because they have really good stuff, really good deals. That's where I picked up my in-box copies of Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Lethal Enforcer with the Justifier, and the case copy of Street Fighter 2 Special Edition Champions. So we definitely want to go out there. We also want to go to Flea Masters flea market here in Fort Myers. Cause there's I call him the Nintendo guy because he has a giant Nintendo sign hanging. And that guy is pretty much where I picked up a majority of my collection. He's fair price, especially if you're going to buy multiple things from him. He's like, he goes, you know what, if you buy the 3 of these, I'll give you $5 off, or something like that. He works with you. He's a cool guy. So definitely, and he may even let us record, at his stand. Right. So maybe we could get him on in here and talk with us about games. But till then,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool if we could get him. I was actually talking with we have a coworker of ours. He actually buys in stock and sells retro games on Amazon. I'm still trying to get that information from him, though. We've just been with work, we're busy doing things, so we don't really get that much time to talk. So, but yeah, he sells on Amazon. He has a storefront on Amazon. He sells retro games, and he told me, he's like, I just buy in bulk and I sell it online. So that's pretty cool. But we're gonna try and get some guests on here as well as trying to get some more game hunt videos on. Definitely, let us know if games are interesting to you, and let us know what you think we should play or what games are worth checking out.
Yeah, and I've got some friends from up north. They're like, hey, I want to come sit on the couch with y'all, play some video games. So yeah, we'll definitely be having some guests.
Awesome. All right, till then, guys, take care and enjoy.
Have a good one.